Good evening, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Thursday evening market webcast. All right, look, let's take a look at we'll start here with the 5-minute chart, which I'm going to zoom out just a tad to be able to catch all of today's trading from the Globex Open all the way to the close, okay? This is trade day Thursday, all right? So, we were up above. We did 69.08. They knocked it down a little bit off the open 6 p.m. last night. We talked in the webcast last night about how price tends to want to go to the pre-FOMC price down at 46.25. It had dealt with things in the mid-60s. It set up pretty nice for us. We end up in a short. Didn't think it was going to do all that. Goes all the way down to 17.5, okay? So there's your 17.5 print. I also said I wanted to see, when we got back together tonight, where we were with respect to the weekly pivot and the 9-day. So, as we tell the story, keep an eye on weekly pivot and the 9-day. So we're about 30 handles below everything here. Things seem to be fine. We get into the Europe session, not so much. They take it out. We hang out in between the two. A little bit of compression here. This is a 5-minute chart. They lift it. Now they bump their head on daily pivot right around 8 o'clock in the morning. That's fine. We get into the open, okay? So we're here at 9:30 open. Little lift and a little rejection. We're back below, okay? So it's another test of the 9-day. It's a test of the pre-FOMC, and we're back below weekly pivot. They reject that as well. So 1 strike, 2 strikes, you're out. Sorry. In this game, you're out. Back up, bounce around VWAP, weekly pivot, dance around it through midday, and then you know what? Finally, it breaks out. It's fed up. Comes back in, tests proprietary moving average, holds that there, and it closes on the highs. 20 handles above the reaction high from the Fed from Wednesday. So now, this is a daily chart. Here's your higher high coming out of the zone. It's a big old outside day, okay? And now, unless the bears pull something out of the hat in a big way, this 69.53.75 doesn't have a chance. It's getting taken out. Now, you got to remember the next 1 to 2 days, things are going to get all screwy. This is a December chart. We're getting ready to roll into March of 2026. That's fine. We'll switch these charts into March 2026 by Monday, and we'll be off and running. But they blew it. They really blew it. Dancing around the 9-day for 4 sessions, a lower low, and they gave up the outside day. They blew it. They absolutely blew it. Hourly chart, there's your high. Way down here, here's your 9-day. Here's your weekly pivot. We wanted to talk about where we're going to close relative to that. This is hourly chart, hours below. Couldn't get it done. Where did we close? Not only did we close above this area, we close above the reaction high, and we're lifting up. And yeah, sure, pull it back a little bit, but all it's doing right there is holding 6,900. So the title of this video is going to be, "This is why the bears can't have nice things." I say that in the room all the time, and it's absolutely true. We'll be back tomorrow morning with another webcast. We'll talk about the levels for the day. For tonight, keep an eye on 6,900. Keep an eye on that high, and we'll take it from there. But I wanted to hop on tonight, do a recap of where we were relative to the 9-day and the weekly pivot, because that was going to be the focus. And here we are. Good job, Bears. Way to go. Great night. Take care. Be well. Back in the morning. Morning webcast for Friday. We'll finish the week strong. Take care.